From the streets of Scotland to the beach in Blackpool, the silence won't yet be broken. This lockdown locked in for a while longer. The Foreign Secretary, still playing the role of Prime Minister, made the announcement, flanked by the two advisers whose counsel is to continue with the measures.
Based on this advice, which we very carefully considered, the government has decided that the current measures must remain in place for at least the next 3 weeks.
He asked us all to keep faith in the figures, moving in the right direction, but not yet past the peak.
We've just come too far, we've lost too many loved ones, we've already sacrificed far too much to ease up now, especially when we're beginning to see the evidence that our efforts are starting to pay off. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Now is not the moment to give the coronavirus a second chance.
That's a risk the government will only take once 5 conditions have been met. First, it's sure the NHS can cope. Second, there's a sustained fall in daily deaths. And third, that infections are also going down, with enough protective and testing equipment to ensure no danger of a second peak. But from Scotland's First Minister, a warning today that ultimately there is only one way out.
This virus is not going to simply disappear. Unfortunately, we are going to have to live with it for some time to come. We hope, of course, that in due course, scientific advances will offer some of the solutions. A vaccine, eventually, we hope. Until then, and for the foreseeable future, living with this virus is likely to mean some form of restriction on our normal way of life.
But with every day, the economic contagion spreads, and business wants to discuss dates.
We do think it is possible both to have the lockdown in place and start to think about the revival of our economy so that businesses can plan for it and we can have a sense of a recovery, which is definitely possible, but we have to plan for it. So I think now is the time to start that conversation.
But the only timescale from the government is that this may last months to some degree. Slowly, our streets could become less silent, but it's too soon yet to spread any wings. Paul Brand, News at 10.